We are here at the University of Kansas Hospital, and we're spreading some joy today because of this fine athlete right here. Laurie Hernandez is here. She's more than just an athlete. She's an athlete. She's an Olympic champion, of course. She's a Dancing with the Stars champion, and you're an author as well, and you're here to visit pediatrics. Tell me why you take time to do this kind of thing.
I think it's so important to give back. When I was growing up, my mom always reminded me how important it was to help others as well as do what I was passionate about, so I get to do that today.
That's pretty cool. And as an athlete, you have faced pain and injury and all of that kind of thing. What do you bring to this kind of visit then with that experience?
Honestly, I'm hoping just to radiate positivity for the kids and get to know them a little bit and see what are the things that they like, and if they like gymnastics, we can connect on that too.
They call you the human emoji. You've said that's pretty accurate.
I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Because everything you feel, you said, goes right to your face.
It does, yeah. I mean, I think in my floor routine for gymnastics, we had choreographed facial expressions. So that was new and different, and that's where the nickname came from.
That's pretty cool. Before you get going, tell us about this book, because She's Got This is kind of a follow-up to I Got This, which was your first book, and this is a kind of a children's version.
Yes, so this version is loosely based on my story. For the most part, it is my story. There's the main character. Her name is Zoe, which is my middle name. She starts gymnastics. She falls and hurts her knee and doesn't want to do it anymore. And her parents really just give her that extra boost and support and say, hey, you kid, don't give up after falling. Go ahead and keep trying again. So it's my favorite.
And that phrase, by the way, I got this, that's pretty important to you, isn't it?
It is, yes. That's what I usually say before I start competing. So.
Well, we got this right here today in pediatrics. So I'm going to let you go over there and get ready to visit these wonderful people. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yay! Now, and just slide your arms through there. Small gloves? Yes. She is very excited to meet you. Go ahead and go on in.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming by.
Oh, thank you for having me. What's your name?
Natalie.
Natalie, how old are you, Natalie?
I'm
12.
12.
Almost 13.
Almost 13. Are you excited to be a teenager?
Yes.
Yeah. When's your birthday?
January 20th.
Oh, so it's
Soon,
pretty
yeah.
soon. Do you watch any TV shows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Disney.
Disney.
Yeah. I saw you on it. So.
You did? Did you see
Yeah.
Stuck in the Middle?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
Nothing at all?
Was that fun though? Like to be on TV for that?
It was fun. It was my first time really like acting.
Yeah.
It wasn't really acting because I was still playing myself.
Yeah.
But it was fun having to like learn lines and
Yeah.
interact with the characters, but not how you would in real life. It was
Yeah.
scripted, and so that was different. And I got to stay on the set for about a week and interacting with the castmates, and they definitely helped me a lot because I didn't know what I was doing. But it worked out just fine.
And you did Dancing with the Stars?
I did do Dancing with the Stars.
So how was that?
That was a whole other experience. I mean, that's unlike gymnastics at all.
Yeah.
I think the biggest difference was the heels. Because,
Okay.
of course, as a gymnast,
Yeah.
we're barefoot all the time. And so having to learn how to dance in those heels and then also dancing with a dance partner,
Yeah.
that was a little bit new and I had to get used to that.
Yeah.
But my partner was patient, so
That's good.
good.
That's good.
yeah.
I'll do a couple. Perfect.
You too. Thank you.
Volleyball.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate your
Nice for
time.
you to come by.
Thank you.
Yay!
While we're walking here, you're getting excited about 2020 already, aren't you?
I am getting excited about 2020.
Is this how you said once that you're terrified before every time you go out there, but you never seem terrified.
I mean, you don't want to show that you're terrified. That's not something. I mean, if I showed how I felt all the time, then that would be quite a show for the people. But I think, when you're out there, the goal is to just try and stay calm and collected, and sometimes standing like a Superman or Superwoman, like that's really helpful before you compete. It's kind of like a little mind game. So, yeah.
Well, let's see where our next room is up here. Was that fun? Did you have a
That
good
was
time?
fun. Go with that. ¿Cuántos años?
5 días.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Where should I leave this? Yeah.
She's fine for you.
Thank you so much, un placer. Dios te bendiga.
So people know you from both an Olympic champion, but that Dancing with the Stars thing made it big.
Dancing with the Stars did make it pretty big. I mean, a lot of times if I do get recognized, quite often it's more for Dancing with the Stars than it is for the Olympics.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's different, but it's an honor to be recognized at all. So that's great.
Well, that's wonderful. I noticed in this book, one of the things it says here is that your mom tells Zoe, the mom tells Zoe, well, every fall makes you better. Is that what you were told?
Technically, yes. I remember that there were so many times that I would get really discouraged when I would fall during gymnastics, and there were times where I was so discouraged I wanted to quit, and my mom was saying, okay, well, her mantra for me for the past 4 years was you have to go through it to grow through it. So, yeah.
That's pretty great. I think they're ready for you with your next champion that this champion's visiting.
Hello. How are you? Good. I love your blanket. What's your name?
Melissa.
Nice to meet you, Melissa. What do you like to do?
Color.
You like to color? I like to color too. What do you like to color? Because I feel like that matters. Cats. Cats? I like to color flowers. I think flowers are fun. So do you like to sketch at all? Yeah, you sketch the cats too. That's pretty neat. I do gymnastics. I started gymnastics when I was 5 years old, and I just loved the sport so much, so I stayed in it for a pretty long time. And we noticed that when I was really young, I started to progress pretty fast, and I started getting invited to all these different training camps, and that really helped me learn how to get more experience for the competitions, and that was a big base for me to make it to the Olympics. So the Olympics is the big reason. And I was 16 at the time, which was just the age cutoff, which was exciting. So yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hi. How are you guys? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, bud.
Hey,
What's up, fist bump? How are you?
good, you?
Good. Nice to meet you. How old are you?
14,
14. What's your name?
Cam,
Cam?
CM.
C-A-M. What sports do you like?
Basketball,
Basketball. Who's your favorite?
Curry or Broderick, Kevin Durant.
Curry is pretty neat.
Yeah.
I like Curry too. I think he's pretty dope.
Cam, you want a picture?
Yeah.
Can we do
Let's
that?
take a picture. That'd be great.
Yeah.
You want a picture here, Cam?
All right.
Okay.
You look good. Cool. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yes, me too.
So how's the training 2 years out? What do you have to kind of focus on for 2020?
So because I've taken about 2 years off of gymnastics right now, the goal is just to wake my body up and get it moving again because it's been on sleep mode. So it's like dusting the dust off a bit. But once my body gets moving, it's really just maintaining all the skills that I was able to perform before and add some upgrades as much as we can.
Yeah, because the sport's always changing, isn't it? And what they look
It
for
is.
always changes.
Yes, the sport, every quad, like the code of points definitely changes. So it's really getting used to that and trying to enjoy yourself as much as you can.
They're enjoying your visit. Here
Thank
we
you.
are, our next stop.
All right.
All right, here's Miss Hannah.
Great.
Hi. Hi, guys. How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Laurie. Hey. What's your name?
Hannah Rickles.
Nice to meet you. How old are you?
I'll be 16 tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. That's amazing. So what do you like?
I like cats.
My sister has a Savannah cat, so the ears point up like this, and then there are spots all over, and the eyes are bright green, and it can like leap up to the fridge, and it pees on the toilet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they potty trained it, so that's really neat. But yeah. So do you watch any sports? No, that's okay.
I watch football sometimes.
What team do you like?
Kansas Chiefs.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was born in New Jersey, so my dad's a Giants fan, but I like the team hop a little bit, so yeah. Well, I wrote this for you. I do gymnastics.
And that's cool.
Thank you. I've been doing it for 11 years. 2 years ago, I got to make my first Olympic team. So we're hoping to go for another one. We'll see how that goes. It's so nice to meet you. Best luck. I'm rooting for you. Happy early birthday, okay? Thank you. So thank you for having me. All right.
You're the same age as that young person in there.
I am 2 years older.
Oh, really?
Yes, so I was 16 during the Olympics.
Oh, the same age you were competing. This
Yes.
was very interesting.
Yeah.
And now you're 18.
Now I'm 18.
You know the drill.
I gotta let the curls in.
AJ's waiting to meet you.
Okay.
Hello. Hi. Nice to meet you. Hey, AJ. You. So, do you guys like sports?
You like sports, AJ? Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, have you heard of gymnastics?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Mhm.
So, I've been a gymnast for 11 years. I got to make the Olympic team in 2016. And that was a lot of fun. So, I wrote you a note card. I'm going to put it right up here for you. Very nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, AJ. Can I rip it?
Yeah, rip it off.
Whoa!
Where are we going next?
Straight ahead.
Straight in.
Right in here. Hi. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm told.
So my name is Laurie. I'm an Olympic gymnast, and I want to know what sports do you like?
Say soccer.
Soccer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Soccer and football. What are your favorite teams?
And then I'd say the Broncos and Sporting KC.
I like the Broncos. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah. Do you watch any other sports?
Not really.
Not really. Yeah. I like football a lot because that's like family tradition. Do you watch it like whenever it's on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite player?
No.
No,
Not
that's
really.
cool. I always just go for the recruiting team. But I wanted to give you this.
Thank you.
So, do you have any questions for me?
Not exactly.
That's okay. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Have a nice day.
You too.
One more thing. You're a champion. These are all champions, and they would like to have their picture taken with you. But before we do that, yes, I need to ask you a question because I know that telling every age person that to be who they are and to be happy with who they are is a big part of your mission. And I heard you mention your curls several times as you put that on. It's important to you that your Barbie doll has the curls.
Yes, that is very important. I mean, when I was a little kid, I just noticed that there were lots of little girls and little boys around me who had straight hair, and I always wanted to straighten mine because I didn't see anybody who looked like me. So having the Barbie doll and having the children's book with curls and they look realistic and they look how mine look, I think that representation really matters.
It means so much, and thank you for doing this. It's been an honor to have you here at the hospital, and now we get to have a picture over here. So.
Yay! You guys are such heroes. Oh my goodness. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm excited.
Thank
Yeah,
you guys.
thank
I
you.
really appreciate it.
You're all amazing, so thank you for
Well, thanks for taking time out of your day to come and see the kids.
Yeah,
I
really
really
brightens their
appreciate it. Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions for me?
I need you a backflip.
I can, but maybe not right now.
the jeans might rip.
When can you come back?
Hopefully soon. I would love to come back.
Soon, for sure.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye. But it's wonderful to have you here at the hospital. It's wonderful to have you be a part of this great team, even if it's just for a few minutes. And we're excited to have you. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor to get to talk to the kids and get to chat and connect with them for a little bit. So
You get almost as much back as you give, don't you?
I just like to give everything. So being able to give, there's such a gratitude that comes back, and that fills up every piece. So.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for the book.
Woo!